We are presenting to you a pre-recorded video. This was made on December 9th when Dr. Florian visited Farol Santander.
We are in the exhibition of the history of the bank. As I mentioned, this was the bank. This was the bank of São Paulo before being bought by Santander. And what is interesting here that in this floor we have all major bank executives and employees during the years. It is a unique that I've not seen it before. This is the hall of presidents of Farol Santander. It is very interesting. It is prepared in such a way that it is impressive. Impressive. It's art in a bank. Art in a bank. Art in a bank. It's particular. It's particular. You cannot see it better than this. It is you are basically walking in between the bank presidents during the years in this particular floor. You can see various presidents. You can see various executives, which really it's particular, and this is the history of the institution in a kind of exhibit that is particular and impressive. So we are mixing here. We are mixing bank and science, bank and science. You can see also here. This is the next floor. I'm going to the next room. These are all other presidents of the bank during the years in a very particular exhibition, which looks fantastic and impressive. Fantastic and impressive. We're gonna move also in the next door, Mario. If you can see here, you'll be able to see the office of the president, the office of the board of directors. But here, for example, this is the history. This is the history where the meetings of the board of directors were held during the years. And there is an explanation. There is an explanation. There are thousands of meeting minutes. Thousands of meeting minutes you can see there, and this is also another meeting room for the guests. You can see here, and they move forward. And if you want to see the office of the president of the bank, here where it is. And this is as it used to be at the time of inauguration. This is actually has the best view. Oop, I'm sorry. This has the best view. And the office, the other room is another executive room, as it used to be long time ago. So it is pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive as a history of the bank, and you feel inserted at a time when the bank was inaugurated. And there is an explanation in Portuguese where the meeting used to be held. And there are thousands of pages of minutes written there that can be consulted still at this day. And now I have to put the mask back on because they are asking me to put the mask on, and we have to go in the next floor and see what's interesting there. And we are going to the next floor, but we are taking the stairs. This is because it's pretty impressive. These are the emergency stairs going one floor down. There are all murals with Farol Santander, which look pretty impressive. It doesn't look like emergency stairs going in the other direction. Hello. This is the next exhibition on the fourth floor. We have an impressive mural picture. Actually, is made of different type of coins. And this is the Vix Monis. When the Farol Santander was inaugurated in January 2018, the artist composed the space to launch new perspective on the city of São Paulo. So basically, this is a 360 degrees view of the city. And there is a pretty impressive explanation from Vic Nouns. That's the picture of Farol Santander with the flag of São Paulo state on top. And here, the 60 degree, 360 degree of São Paulo, 360 degree view of São Paulo. Listen to the imitation of the noise in the street. And I'm going to go around to show you the 360 degrees. And this is Farol Santander. And different views of the city with the four dimension of the noise of the street coming from the speakers is really impressive. And this is art. This is art combined with science. Art combined with science. You control the dimensions, you control the space, and you can do this only through science. And you see here, what is this? Pictures signify. So noise here is the fourth dimension, actually 360 degrees. But if we add the noise, it will be completely, it will be in a certain degree that we cannot really count off. This looks like São Paulo streets in terms of noise. Yeah. So another 360 view. So here we are outside of real dimension. The artist named this 360 view, 360 degree view of the city. But with the noise, probably we are adding a different dimension. And we cannot really say it's a 360 degree view of the city. It's much more than that. It's much more than that. It's much more than that. So you see, a magnificent structure, building, designed by the engineer, is home of innovative art, combined with science, combined with that increase the value by 5. You can see 1 plus 1 makes 5. This is the synergy of art and science that is irrepressible. And then we're going to go to the next level, Mario, and we're going to transmit from there. We are in the second floor of Santander, of Farol Santander, which is a bank, which is renovated by Santander, which is a private bank in Brazil. And then you can see how the hall was during the time. It is particularly a very good job to describe the bank, how it was and how it is today. In this room, you will see that in this level, sorry, you will see how the bank used to function in the beginning of the years. Look at the elevator there. You can see the behind me the elevator and the entire hall of the bank, which is pretty impressive. And then we're going to enter to the bank as it used to be in the beginning. And as you see here, this is the entry point. This is the entry point of the bank as it used to be. We're going to enter here. This is arrival hall, as it used to be, is the arrival hall. And it's explained here. Look at the noises, simulation of noise at the time, which is an artistic way of presenting things. And then we go to the next hall, which is the customer service hall. The customer service of the bank during those times. And you see, it's particularly interesting to see how the banks used to take note in the big books with old typewriters. It is really interesting. It is really interesting how even the noise, the imitation of the noise at the time. So you go from room to room, then you hear old typewriters working, and these are the clerk offices, and you see that you have so many of those. You hear the noise of the time, you see the book, but also you see science giving a short history how San Paulo was during the years on top of each desk. And another desk. Here it is, foreign exchange desk. Foreign exchange desk. You hear the noises, it's a different dimension. And also LED screens on top of each desk. That's modernity. That's LED screen that gives you where science is used to reproduce the history. So art, science, history are combined in such a way that is magnificent. It's another desk, as it used to be. And here, this is the bank book, a simulation as it used to be. And you can enter your name. I'm entering my name. And let's see, I'm entering my address, my email address. And basically tells me how much money I have in the bank. I have no idea. So uh, I have probably deposited 50,000 reais. I have
Próximo, senha 95.
That's what it is. Probably they're going to send me by email. This is science at the function of history and the bank. So it is particularly interesting as really we see we see the bank functioning today as used to function one at a time. And this is pretty impressive, especially the role of scientific new technologies used to represent the history in such a way that is magnificent. We're going to leave it. We're going to stop it here, saying thank you to the guard that gave us the permission to remove the mask temporarily. I'm waving to him. So thank you, and we will continue in the next floor. And we have a new highlight in the second floor. It's still the memory floor, but this is incredible. And you'll see here, mirrors are everywhere. Look at this. Look at this, it's mirrors everywhere. And these mirrors are transferred in computers. This is a particularly incredibly experience. This
Welcome
is,
to Farol Santander, a building with a future as important as its past.
I'm not speaking anymore, you can hear. This is magnificent. This is what science does for art and what art does for science. That's incredible.
Because at the heart of all this development, there's a landmark which, with the beam from its lighthouse, wants to help illuminate the way to the future.
And this is the best, Mario, the best example how scientific new and new science and new technologies put you in a different level, put you in a different dimension, put you adds to our 3D dimensions. So if science and technology comes together and mixes with art, then our dimensioning of the worlds are not anymore three. We are not anymore in a 3D dimensions. We are in a multiple dimensions, probably 3 or 5 times of 3D, and you just saw it here. And it's not, it's the best conclusion of this visit at Farol Santander, where science and art are so mixed with each other, so to such a degree that I might review my definition. 1 plus 1 makes 5, probably 1 plus 1 makes 10. And let's see how far we can go in this new mathematics of science and art. So, see you next time. Thank you.